Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets have looked like a complete failure since Kyrie Irving signed with them back in 2019 alongside Kevin Durant. It just things have not seemed to work out, and with Kyrie Irving missing so many games, out of 328 games possible for Kyrie to play, he's only played 116 of those games, and majority of him missing those games has not even been to injury. It has been mainly to off the court issues, whether that was the vaccination, now with the anti-Semitic stuff that was going on with Kyrie, or just Kyrie just doing Kyrie Irving things, man. I mean, they brought him in because they were looking for a guy. They brought in him and KD because KD wanted to play with Kyrie, and they were looking to bring people in that would lead them ultimately to a championship. Now, the first year that they played, they got swept by the Raptors in the bubble, which, granted, pretty much happened because they didn't have KD. So I'll give Kyrie and them a pass on that one. And then the next year, they almost beat the Bucks when they had Harden, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant. Ultimately, KD's foot being over that three-point line and resulting in them losing. And then last year, they just got swept by Boston. So if you look at it, it's been very up and down. I mean, really, they've only had 1 year where they look like legitimate contenders. So yeah, man, I mean, last year they did not look good at all. Getting swept by Boston. KD did not really look like Kevin Durant at all. I feel like he did not show up at all, neither did Kyrie. It looked like they were kind of just trying to play iso ball, and they weren't really trying to get their teammates involved. Now, granted, KD has been very outspoken this year with saying that, you know, he's not playing with very good guys, and then he requested a trade, and then Kyrie might get traded this past season. And you just take a look at this team and wonder, is Kyrie Irving going to be on the Brooklyn Nets after this year? I mean, Kyrie, let's all agree here. Kyrie is a top 5 talent, top 10 talent in the NBA. Without a doubt. He's a top 5 point guard in the league, always. But at what point does the off-the-court issues and things that Kyrie brings as far as into the locker room, when do you have to kind of look at how Kyrie is talent-wise and wonder, is it worth bringing this guy onto our team with the off-the-court issues he brings? Now, when Kyrie's on the court and he's performing, it's incredible. But the problem is Kyrie going to be available for you? Is Kyrie going to be there to play basketball, or is he there for his own agenda? I feel like a lot of times Kyrie kind of is not fully there. I feel like he brings a lot of off-the-court issues a lot of times, which then presents issues for the team within itself. So the biggest question with Kyrie is, will he be available, and how much off-the-court issues is he going to bring, and will that affect your team and the team chemistry that they are able to build? I think that's been Brooklyn's biggest problem, is how often have we really seen KD and Kyrie on the court at the same time, being able to work together fully? I feel like they're still somehow in ways trying to maybe kind of build a little bit of chemistry and understand each other. And I think a bigger issue is that Kyrie's not a leader, and neither is Kevin Durant. So with that, it's like, what do? You don't have a leader on that team. Your 2-star players are kind of just, it feels like they just went there to get buckets. I don't think I know that they say they want to win there, but I feel like KD's kind of checked out. I feel like KD's just trying to get his stats this year, and I feel like Kyrie's kind of checked out a little bit. But we'll see what happens with Brooklyn. But I feel like, you know, Kyrie just, if Kyrie could just focus on basketball and he didn't have all the off-the-court issues all the time, I feel like Brooklyn would have a championship by now. I really do. It's sad to see what's been the result of these two guys coming together. I mean, I thought they would have easily won a championship, you know, KD and Kyrie Irving playing together. I thought it was about to be like Bron and Kyrie was on the Cavs all over again. And it just hasn't happened that way with Kyrie missing so many games. I mean, when you play 160 games out of 328, it wouldn't even be I would have a less problem if it was due to injury, but it's the fact that he's missed that many games, and it's not because of injury. Like, Kyrie's had I would say a decent amount of those games probably missed due to injury, but a majority of those are not due to injury. It's either it was a thing with the vaccination, now he's missed games with his anti-Semitic stuff, or just whatever it may be. It just seems like Kyrie's always missing games, and a lot of time it is not due to Kyrie's injury status or that he's injured something. A lot of times it has to do with Kyrie doing Kyrie type things, and he's just causing off the court issues or whatever it may be in the locker room. And I feel like it causes a lot of distractions for the guys on the court, and it causes a lot of distractions for KD in the media and just a bunch of other people. So I feel like if Kyrie can kind of like clean up those issues a little bit, and just kind of play, just not bring all these issues all the time and is missing all these games with all the court issues, I think that Brooklyn has a chance. But I don't think Kyrie Irving stays a Brooklyn Net after this year. I don't know where Kyrie Irving goes. He will end up on a team with his talent, because you can kind of overlook his off the court issues a little bit because of what he's able to provide you when he's on the court. The problem is knowing if you're going to have Kyrie Irving on the court or not. And I think that's been Kyrie's issue for a while, and you see this with a lot of other stars too. And it's kind of crazy how you see like this double standard with certain players, where one player that might, if this was any other player, if this was not a top player in the league, they would probably be out of a job. I'll be completely honest with you. If this was not Kyrie Irving, if Kyrie Irving was not as talented as he was, Kyrie Irving would not be in the league anymore with the stuff that he has caused off the court and the stuff that he brings into the locker room. I'll be completely honest. If Kyrie Irving did not have the talent he has, I don't think Kyrie Irving would have a job anymore in the NBA. He would have probably been on the league a while ago. But that's what saves Kyrie, is because of what he's able to bring you on that basketball court. So you're kind of almost willing to put up with what he brings, just for that hope of he can go out there and get you 30, 40, drop 10 assists. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about Brooklyn and the whole Kyrie situation that's been going on, and the different stuff that it feels like every year he's had something going on, except for like that first year. I feel like that first year they really didn't have anything, but since then it feels like every year there's something going on with Kyrie that causes him not to play with Brooklyn, or he's not there, or something, man. It's just always something with Kyrie, it feels like, with Brooklyn so far. But let me know, if Kyrie does leave the Brooklyn Nets, where do you think Kyrie Irving will go next year? And yeah, let me know what you think the Nets' chances are of winning a championship this year. Let me know, man, and I will catch you boys in the next video. Peace out.